Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am PandaPops and I like to bring you blockchain gaming and crypto related content even when we're in a bear market. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I am waiting. Just do it. It doesn't take long. You just press a button. It's not that hard. Press it. Press it now. If you didn't press it, I'm disappointed in you, but we can still be friends. If you did press it, I adore you. Anyway, don't forget to like as well, because it helps the YouTube algorithm. So like it, even if you don't like it, still like it. You know, it's another button, 2 buttons. I mean, I might be asking too much of you at pressing 2 buttons, but we're going to be looking into VoxEdit some more, doing some more VoxEdit tutorials for you guys. For those that may have seen a ton of my content before, I do make a lot of VoxEdit videos and VoxEdit streams for the Sandbox. It has been a long time since I have done some VoxEdit tutorials, and some of my old videos are a little bit out of date. So we're just redoing them all. We're just having me re-record everything and have brand new tutorials so you guys can see new, updated, fun stuff that I could probably show you. Today's video, we are looking at templates and how to edit them. If you don't know what VoxEdit is, it's a free software that you can use to create assets for the Sandbox game. You can also use it without needing to make assets for the Sandbox game. If you just want to make some 3D voxel assets, you can do this. So within VoxEdit, a voxel can only be one voxel. You can't have half a voxel. Now, you can take a voxel and you can rotate it in fun, interesting ways, which I will do a video on to show you how to do that, to create like additional detailing and stuff. But we're going to look at templates and how to edit the templates. One thing to note with the templates section, you do need to be connected to the internet. So if you are not connected to the internet, then you're not going to see these templates. But as soon as you do connect to the internet, you will see these. There are two main types of templates. There are equipment templates, so head, arm, legs, blades, which are basically your weapons, and shields. Equipment templates can have animation added to them, and you can add additional nodes to them, and I will make a separate video talking all about equipment templates. For today, I'm going to show you how to take a regular template, which are our humans, our mammals, our doors, and all of that jazz. I am going to be taking the medium human and showing you what edits you can do on the templates. So once we have selected our template and named it whatever we want to name it, we have our character here. Now, we do have a few options. We have chest A and chest B. It will automatically have chest A and head A, but we can switch it if you want it to have chest B and head B. It's adding some breasticle voxels on there and adding additional hair to make it look slightly more feminine. I'm going to go over the rules quickly. So we cannot add any additional child nodes. So we cannot add anything extra to the human. So we can't add anything here. We can't add any we can't add a cape to her. We can't put a book in her hand. There are things that we can do to make it look like there's a book in her hand, and I can show you that. But for the most part, we are stuck with all of the nodes and all of the nodes that we have. We cannot add any additional nodes. But we can edit every single one of these models that are attached to these nodes. The other thing that we can't do is we cannot edit the animations. So the animation bar is minimized. You can go through every animation, which is good, especially if you've made some edits to the body parts. You want to make sure that those animations still look good with the edits that you've made, but you cannot actually do any edits to those animations. There are ways that you can take the templates and be able to unlock, in a sense, them for you to be able to add animation or edit animation and add additional nodes. That will be for a different video, not today's video. If you are enjoying these videos, don't forget to leave a comment below over what sort of tutorials, or maybe even better yet, if you know of a crypto game you would like me to check out and maybe review it, do let me know. Generally speaking, I like to review and play crypto games that have either a free entry, like you can basically enter it and start playing for free, or a very low barrier entry, so anything under like $10 to $15. Back to this. So editing. We can, what we can do is we can go to the library and we can import any pieces over. So if you have created other character heads in the past and you're like, I really want this head, you can click and open it and drag it over there. You can click and drag. Keep in mind that if they have similar names, so this one's called Head B and the original head that we had on also was Head B and I just renamed it to B. If you save, if you leave and go back in, it should update that. Sometimes it takes a little while to update the image over here because it's reading the same name as what there was before. That's one thing that you can do. So you can import any previous models over in here and put them over onto the body parts. But for now, let's just show you how to do some edits. Let's click on okay, so let's give this character some glasses. So what I'm going to use is the mirror up at the top here to make this just a little bit quicker. As you can see, we have now taken that original character that was here. We've recolored her. We've added some glasses onto her face. We've given some more dimension to the nose on her face. And just... we haven't done anything fancy with her outfit, but what we are going to do is I'm going to show you how you can add something to their hand without needing to add another node. So for her, I'm going to give her a clipboard. What we're going to want to do first is we are going to want to extend the workspace that we are working in. We're going down to the volume resizer. I'm holding shift while clicking to extend it on both sides. See how the box is going bigger on both sides? That's from holding shift. And then press enter to confirm it. We're going to want to add a clipboard to their hand. So the first thing I'm going to do is start deleting parts of their hand. Probably that bit there. And now we're going to add a clipboard. Now we're going to go back to their hand and we are just going to add a part of it here. So now we have taken what was our hand node and we have added a clipboard. I'm going to click this trim volume. So our collision box is now trimmed down. We're going to go out. And now our character is holding a clipboard. Now we are limited because we can't add nodes to a template. So ways that I would make this look better is if it was an unlocked template where we can add nodes, I would hide part of that paper inside the clipboard so the paper doesn't stick out so much and you'd be able to get a good rotation on it. For now, the clipboard clips, pun intended, into the arm of the character because we can't have that rotation or move the pivot for that clipboard, so it is stuck being part of her arm. And those are the limitations that you come across when editing the templates, but you can still use this as a really good way to figure out how to use a lot of the tools, especially when it comes to editing. So being able to get used to the palette, and what the emission does. So if we just select this and we click the star, this will now make it emissive. So it will highlight as like a vibrant light color. all of the models, as you can see next to them, either have a palette next to it or a number 1. So what we can do is we can highlight them all. You want to right click on the number, and you either have the palette, which is a generic palette, or you have the shared palettes. So shared palette number 1, shared palette number 2, and each shared palette has a different default custom to it. So shared palette number 2, shared palette number 3, shared palette number 4, generic palette, which I believe is the same for number 1 at this moment in time. But we can do that with all of them. So if we highlight them all and right click, we can change them all to have shared palette number 4. Now the red didn't change that. So what this is the palette here. All the voxels are attached to that color swatch. So if you change the color swatch, it changes it for all of them. We're on shared palette number 4. So if we change it to blue, all of the palettes will now change that red to blue on their shared color palette. Another thing that you can do is you can replace the default palette. However, it doesn't replace it for the asset that you are creating on, only every asset after that. So if I replace the default palette to something, a custom one that I had saved, it wouldn't change it for this model, but for every other model, it would change it. For the next tutorial video that I'll do with you guys, I will actually be showing you how to take a template and how to unlock that and add nodes to basically create the same thing, but a little bit better. Make sure to like and subscribe, click that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload brand new videos. Don't forget to leave a comment about what tutorials you would like to see me cover, what you liked about this video. Check out some of my other videos, and as always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the metaverse. I will see you next time. Goodbye!